So far, you've only used automatically generated pages to log in and register accounts. By using the controls from the Login category of the toolbox, you can easily add these features to pages of your own. To begin this lesson, open the My Membership sample file from your Sample Files folder. Now create a new page called mylogin.aspx. Open the new page in Design View and add a Login control from the Login category of the toolbox. Set the ID property of the new control to Login My Page. This login control would already allow a user to log in without any problems. But since there are no links on this page, it would be better if it redirected the user to another page after they log in. Fortunately, it's easy to do this by using the Logged In event. Add a Logged In event handler to your new login control. You first added event handlers to controls in Lesson 3.2. Now add the following code to the new event handler. Response.redirect default.aspx. Now let's test your login control. View mylogin.aspx in your browser and enter the login details of the user that you created earlier. But deliberately enter the wrong password. Then click Login. An error message is displayed. You entered the wrong password and weren't able to log in, so the Logged In event didn't fire. You could customize this error message by changing the failure text property of the login control. Now enter the correct password. If you're using the incremental sample files, this will be Learn ASP. And click Login. This time you are logged in and sent to the default.aspx page by the code that you added. If you look in the top right corner of the page, you can see confirmation that you are logged in. You'll often want to make a login page available from many pages on your website. When this is the case, you'll often want the user to return to the previous page after logging in. You can do this by supplying a return URL query string value. For example, login.aspx return URL equals default.aspx. After logging in with the login control, the user would be automatically returned to default.aspx. You can use this technique with any page that contains a login control. You learned about query string values in Lesson 3.11. Close your web browser now. And before ending this lesson, I'd just like to mention that you can also log in using C# code. As well as using the login control, you can use the system.web.security namespace to log in using C#. For example, you can log in using the code system.web.security.membership.validateUser with a username and password. This method returns true and logs the user in if the username and password are correct, and returns false if not. Close Visual Studio now, and you've now completed Lesson 9.4. Use the login control.